How's it going, everyone? I'm Immature Gamer. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I have a really cool video for you guys. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get instant random loadouts in perfect order. Now you might be saying, you've done this tutorial before, and yes, I have done it, but I've actually refined the process and it's even easier than ever. It actually only takes 2 devices now and probably takes 5 minutes to set up. So because it's so easy, I wanted to add an extra bonus mechanic for you guys. And that mechanic is I'm going to show you guys how to teleport to a new location each round. This means that you can actually set up in one map a box fight alternating zone wars, or in one of your zone wars maps you could have 3 different terrains, and every round it switches. This mechanic is super easy, so do not get discouraged. I'm going to walk you step by step how to complete it, so let's get started.
Immature Gaming.
Alright, first things first, please hit that like button. It really goes a long way. Also, if you'd like to support me further, please use code Immature in the item shop. If you don't use my code, please use someone else's. Lastly, here are my socials. I've been throwing out V-Bucks on all my platforms. Basically, I'm just taking a picture of a V-Bucks gift card, and the first person to enter it gets it. So if you want to increase your chances, make sure you turn on notifications. Lastly, if you like this content, please subscribe. There's a lot of you guys that have been watching my videos but don't subscribe. What are you guys waiting for? Hit that sub button. Alright, let's start building. Alright. First thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna show you guys how to get instant random loadouts in perfect order, just in case you're not really interested in the teleport mechanic. So first things first, go into your inventory, grab a round settings device. Alright, now if you go in here, customize it, go make sure you're on all settings. You're gonna go down here, and if you don't care about teleporting each round, you just want random loot, keep this to all. Now you can kind of keep all this stuff the same, but come all the way down to the bottom. On round start, transmit on 1. Okay, now if you use this round device, it will not work unless you go into your island under game. You need to make sure you have more than 1 round. Okay, you just have to have 2 or more rounds to make that device work. So for this instance, I'm gonna put it to 3 rounds. This is gonna just depend on what you want. Real quick, if you don't want to use rounds, what you can do is go into your inventory under creative, under the devices, grab a music sequencer, set this length to 1. I turn down my tempo, just probably don't need to do this, but I do out of habit. Activate on game start, then just come in here, place down a trigger inside of this area, turn everything off except trigger by sequencer on. Times can trigger once, turn off the sound, keep visible in game on, and when triggered, transmit on 1. Okay, so basically, you just set up what we've done in the round device. This way you don't have to mess around with total rounds and settings. So anyway, that's how you do that. Now that you have your round device set up, go back into your inventory, under creative, under devices, find an item granter. Interact with it. Alright, receiving players, all. Keep all items. Grant always. Give extra ammo. This doesn't really matter, but put no, and cycle behavior on wrap. Now, grant item when receiving from 1, and when item granted, transmit on 2. Now, copy this, move it kind of far away. We have to do one more thing to complete this task, and that's go under consumables, grab a bullet, equip, only drop 1 of these, just 1 bullet. Okay. Alright, now we can go to this other one we copied. And even if you didn't copy it, you can just come over here and copy this one. And under settings down here on this cog, you can clear items. Same thing. Alright, interact with it. Now, receiving players, put this to triggering player. On grant, keep that to keep all. Grant current item. Grant condition, only if space. Grant on cycle, yes. Give extra ammo. Now this is if you want more ammo on your weapons when you give it to someone, you can put that to yes. I'm going to show you guys actually how to give specific amount of ammo, so you don't really need to do this. Cycle behavior wrap. Now come down here and turn grant item to off, and turn cycle to random item to 2, and then come down here when item granted, send that to 3. Okay. All right, now grab this, copy it, Give yourself some space here because we're going to be throwing items into this and you don't want it to actually get put into an adjacent item granter. All right, interact with this one. Now you can keep all these settings the same. Come up here to your channels only tab. This will just make stuff a lot quicker, and you're going to tab over cycle to random to 3, and when item granted to 4, copy, move over, cycle to 4, an item grant transmit on 5. All right, now how we're going to set this up, this is going to go in order of how you want it into your loadout. Basically you can put, shotgun, AR, depending what you want in your first slot, second slot, shotgun or AR, third slot, SMGs, fourth slot's going to be like a utility or sniper, grenades, and fifth slot will be health. Now, what's kind of cool is in settings, if you have the option auto sort consumables to the right, no matter what order you're going to put your health, it's going to always go to your right bar. So what's cool about that is why I'm telling you that is we can save a channel. We don't really necessarily have to mess with the order for your health. So come down here, we're going to grab this, cycle to random 5, and then you're actually going to turn off when item granted. Turn that to no channel. And then we're going to copy this one more time. Now we have to put our weapons in. This is going to be all up to you, like I said, but basically from left to right, just imagine that as your loot bar on the bottom right of your screen goes left to right. Just imagine these item granters do the same. All right, now let's start adding our weapons. I do want to reiterate, make sure you grab these item granters and make sure they're not around any of the other ones. You don't want to accidentally drop a weapon where it's not supposed to go. Also, to drop weapons a lot faster, instead of adding each one and going to play and dropping them, I'm going to show you guys a quick way to drop weapons. Now, fill up your equipment bar. It doesn't matter, just pick 5 things. Now, when you go to drop your weapon, it's going to automatically drop it for you. See, it picked it up. Also, say you dropped a weapon that you didn't want. Instead of having to delete this device, you can actually go in here, interact with it, go down to the left cog and clear items, right? Now you can put your weapons back in it. That is so nice, especially if they change the weapons meta. You don't have to delete all these items again and add all the settings. So anyway, there's your quick tips. Now let's start putting our weapons into the item granters. All right, now, since we're in the utilities, you're probably gonna wanna drop some grenades and stuff, and if you just drop a whole bundle of grenades, it's gonna give them 5. You probably don't want that, so what you're gonna do is come through here, go below your map, drop the weapons that are equipped, go back, grab some grenades, some stinks, maybe you want boogie bombs, whatever you want for your utility slot. And then what you can do, it's pretty easy. What I do is I just press split, and it just will drop 2 of them. All right, now we kind of got that utility set up, and now again, come down here, throw these off, and now let's set up the health slot. Now that we got all our weapons and items for our loadout, let's determine how many mats people are going to get and what ammo. You're going to also want to make sure in settings you have infinite resources and infinite ammo turned off. All right, just grab another one of these item granters, interact with it, clear items. All right, now that you have the items cleared, come on here, you're going to have to change some settings. Go back to all options and grant all items and make sure you select always. And then come down here and grant item when receiving from to 5 and turn off cycle to random. All right, now we have to add our mats and our ammo. All right, guys, and that is it. Now, when you start the game, everyone in your map is going to get a fully randomized loadout. Let's test it. there you have it. Also, the loadout is in perfect order. Sometimes your second and third option will be reversed. It just depends, but the rest, your first item and these last items will always be in order, and this really is not a big deal. Now, if you're having any trouble or something is not working, you can always join my Discord, Creative Juice, and ask for help. There are over 900 creators, including some of the top builders in Creative. Link is in the description. Now, if you want to watch part 2 of this video where I explain how you can set up a unique spawn system for your map and spawn players in a new location each round, click the link in the top right of your screen. This new spawn mechanic will allow you to create a box fight alternating zone wars map, or even a zone wars that has multiple terrains that are unique each round. Sounds complicated, huh? You won't believe how easy it is. Guys, if you guys learned something, if I helped you out, please hit that like button, and also please hit subscribe. I'm always making tutorials and trying to keep you guys up to date on the best mechanics to use in your maps. I also do a bunch of live streams where I show off the maps you make. So again, make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss those streams. And if you want to get notified on when those streams are and how to enter your map, make sure you are following me on my socials. That's going to do it for today's video. I'm Immature Gamer, and I'm out. Hey, you're still here? Thank you so much for watching the whole video. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, please press that like button. It goes a long way, I'm serious. And while I'm sitting here begging for likes, press that subscribe button. It would really mean the world to me. Alright, I'm really leaving this time. Hope you have a great day.
That's my name.